Today's workout is a 20-minute postpartum lower body workout, beginner friendly. This workout is postpartum friendly, but will still work the legs and get the heart rate up. It's beginner friendly, so it's perfect for anyone postpartum or new to strength training. All you need is a mat and then a set of dumbbells. Let's get started. Hey mamas, welcome to today's workout. We've got a 20-minute postpartum lower body strength workout with dumbbells. This is the beginner version. Doesn't mean it's gonna be easy, but it does mean we're gonna do beginner friendly movements. You can use weights or not, and you'll also need a small step, maybe a set of stairs for this first exercise, which is a step up. So let's grab our weights, or you can do it with body weight. We're gonna place one foot on the bench, other foot is straight down, and we're gonna push the front heel into the bench, stand up, and then gently lower all the way down, nice and slow and controlled. Keep that foot on the bench, step up again, push heel into the bench, all the way down nice and slow. So you want the majority of that weight in the front foot driving down through the heel. That's really gonna activate the glute. Now, if you have trouble with stability or balance, you can also use this arm, hold onto a wall, and just give yourself a little bit of extra stability there. But you wanna hinge slightly forward from the hips. You'll notice I'm pushing that heel down, I'm hinging forward, coming up, extending the leg, and then gradually coming down just to tap that toe on the floor. So I'm never just shifting that weight backward. I want to keep it forward to keep that work in the glute. And we're moving nice and slow here. We'll do this exercise twice. We'll do 2 rounds each exercise. So we're really going to get those muscles overloaded to fatigue. All right, switching legs, same thing, other side. Push into that front heel, slowly lower down, gently tap the floor. Exhale on that push. Inhale right here. That's gonna help you connect to the deep core, help with that force, giving you more power as you push to the top. This one's great for the glutes, like I said, quads, hamstrings, great for balance and stability, and is a really practical exercise if you think about how often you do movements like this in everyday life. And again, you don't have to use the weights here. This is the beginner variation, so you can use anything, but I like to always suggest something should feel challenging, and that doesn't mean you have to have the heaviest weight necessarily, but it should feel by the end of the set that you maybe could only do a few more, if any. All right, taking those feet just outside the hips, we're gonna rack the weights at the collarbones and do a front squat. So sit back and down into the hips, and then stand up. So we're gonna drop the hips back and down to about knee level, keeping the weights at the collarbones, driving the knees in line with the middle of the feet. And we're gonna fire those quads, glutes, hamstrings, everything here. So we're using those same muscles. This time we're getting a little bit more into those quads now. Again, take your time. We're gonna do each thing twice. So this first round is kind of where you're figuring out that technique. And then second round, we can really push the intensity. Couple more here. Rest. All right, we're gonna take one of those weights, place it on the floor. Again, you can do this with or without weight, but make sure you have some space here. We're gonna walk across for a monster walk. So hold the weight up front, hips back, feet narrow, and then step out, walking laterally across the mat. You can go as far as the length of your mat. You can keep the weight here, you can hold it here. And the deeper you go in that squat, the more you're gonna feel it in the legs. Keep those toes pointed forward, and make sure you're keeping that weight loaded in the heels. Starting to really feel that isolation, that burn in the legs and glutes. That's what we want here. And if you start to feel your back start to round, your chest drop, go ahead and put the weight down. Rest. Okay, grabbing the other weight now, we're gonna move to a static lunge. Feet right under your hips. Step one leg back, we're gonna stay here. 90 at the knees, stand up. So we're dropping the back knee toward the floor. Front knee pushes out over the ankle. That front thigh comes parallel to the floor here. And we're pushing down through the front heel every time we stand up. Exhale on that push. Going for that range of motion. Again, you don't have to have a weight. You can use one dumbbell. Whatever is going to challenge you, but also help you focus on that technique. Good. Same thing, other side. Quick little shake for those legs. Good, and really push through that front heel. That helps fire that glute in the front leg. And you can go slower than me, but don't go much faster. Again, it's not necessarily about getting that heart rate up or doing as many reps as possible. We want that controlled, slow burn so that muscle tension stays in the legs. And that's what really strengthens and shapes the muscle. Almost there. Good work, guys. All right, this time we're going to a lateral lunge. You can do the weights or not. We're gonna alternate legs. So we're gonna step the feet wide and lunge to one side, the middle, and then the other side. So we're gonna keep those feet wide, just push the knee out and come to the center. You wanna push your hips back as you lunge. You're gonna hinge from your hip a little bit. I'll show you here from the side. So you will lean forward, but what I'm not doing is rounding my back. I'm keeping a long, straight spine, keeping that weight loaded in my hips, shifting back. And again, my knees pushing through the center of my foot. This one's really great for those side glutes, the back of the body. And again, very practical for everyday life. All right, keeping the weights, bring the feet closer together, about hip width apart for an RDL, Romanian deadlift. Shoulders back and down, we're gonna hinge from the hips, drive those weights down about mid-shin, and then squeeze glutes, lift up. Let's do that again. Hinge, tuck the chin flat back, stand up. So we're really activating those glutes and hamstrings here, pushing the weights close to the legs, driving up using those glutes. So slower on the way down, exhale, engage that core, squeeze glutes at the top. Make sure you keep your knees soft right here. You're not overextending into the back. We want to keep that work here rather than here, taking it out of those glutes, taking it into the back. Couple more. All right, moving to the floor. You can use one weight or no weights. We're gonna do a glute bridge, taking the feet about hip width apart, weight on the legs if you got it. Drive the hips up and down. Push through the heels, lightly tap hips to the floor. Exhale on the push. Again, drive down through those heels. That's where that glute activation comes in. A great exercise that's joint friendly, great for the core and pelvic floor, legs and glutes. Can't go wrong. And again, you don't need a weight to make it effective, but you do want that control on the way down right here, just lightly tap. All right, stay right here. We're gonna do one more exercise, and it's a glute bridge with a pulse. So we're gonna stay up, pulse with or without the weight. Top range, here we go. Now we don't want an excessive arch in the back, right? We want to keep that glute bridge low enough to where we feel that burn in the glutes, the back of the legs. If we're feeling it here, more in that low back and really arching, we've gone a little bit too far. Nice big burn in those glutes. We're getting close to the break. And then we're gonna do everything again. A couple more here. Hang on to that feeling, you got this. Good work, all right, 20-second break. Think about what you wanna do for this next round. Do you wanna stay with the same set of weights? Do you wanna increase or decrease? Grab your step. Back to those step ups. One foot on the bench, push down, lift, slowly lower, light tap. So again, slowing things down again. Focus on pushing that front heel down into the bench, down into the step. Really control right here. Keep pushing that heel down. Again, keeping that weight shifted forward. So you barely even need to tap this foot. You can see I'm placing the foot down, toe ball heel, just lightly. I'm not falling backwards. I'm keeping that front leg loaded. Rest. Such a great exercise for those legs. Switching sides, same thing. And that breath, that exhale right here, really helps you connect to the core, send oxygen to those muscles, and helps you exert more force as you get to that hard part of the exercise right here, that eccentric loading. Whew, starting to feel a little shaky. We're getting close. Rest. All right, front squat time. So grab, again, weights or no weights, feet just outside the hips, rack them at the collarbones. We're gonna sit back and down. If you can, a little deeper this round. Aiming for 90 degrees, butt parallel to the floor. Don't necessarily need to increase speed. The goal here, again, is not necessarily cardio and getting that heart rate up. Although that will happen as we load the legs because it's a big muscle group. It's gonna send that to the heart, naturally spike the heart rate. But regardless, we wanna go slow, controlled, heavier rather than faster. So if you find at any point this move is getting easy, any of the moves, add a little bit more weight. We want it to be sustainable, but again, at the end of each exercise, you should feel really challenged, like you emptied the tank. You could maybe do 1 to 3 reps left and you couldn't do any more. All right, drop one weight, monster walks. Make sure you've got space here, get that bench out of the way. If you can, sit a little lower this time as you walk across. This one is isolation training. You're staying down in a squat the entire interval. Great for the quads, great for coordination as well. Good, keeping that posture lifted. Always breathing into those muscles. All right, we're in the last stretch. Can you get a little bit lower? Try it. Every little bit makes a difference, right? Those little tweaks all add up. Whew, nice work. All right, grab your other weight. We're going to those lunges. Static lunge. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Drop the knees to 90 degrees, stand up, push through that front heel. How's that glute feeling? Every time we drive that front knee out, we push through the heel. We really challenge that glute. Biggest muscle in the core. It's that powerhouse of the low body. So we've really got to overload the muscle to change it. Lots of repetition. Some decent weights will do the trick. Again, you don't have to lift the heaviest weight possible. You don't have to do 1,000 reps. But again, we're going for that overload principle. So at the end, you should feel fatigued, like you don't have much left. So that means since it's 50 seconds, every single rep, we're trying to get that full range of motion. Again, quality reps. So don't just speed up to get more reps in, get deeper in that lunge. Got less than 5 minutes left in the workout. I know I'm starting to feel it. We're close. Stay with me. Rest. All right. Lateral lunges. We're really going to challenge those legs here. I know you're fatigued. Take a breath. Stay with that good form. Weights between the legs, or lose the weights if you need to. Shift side to side. Push those knees out. Push the hips back. Relax the shoulders. Drive out of the heel.
I've tried sometimes, but you're making me nervous. No, I've realized that I can't live without you. All my friends reassure that it's obvious, and that maybe I'm wasting my time, but I gotta.
Heart rate's going up. Can you feel it? See, it happens naturally as we strength train. So cardio is good, but strength training, you get that benefit of building muscle, and then naturally that heart rate goes up, so we get a little bit of the best of both. Rest. Bring the feet closer. Romanian deadlift, RDL. Feet about hip width apart. Flat back, come on down, hinge. Squeeze the glutes, bring it up. We push those weights close to the legs. Feel that stretch in the hamstrings, glutes drive you up. Big squeeze, big push down through the heels. Nice work, team. All right, glute bridge. One weight or no weights. Anchor those heels. Here we go. Just barely tap the hips on the floor. Nice. All right, moving on to that glute bridge pulse. This is gonna finish us off, so let's give it all we got. Here we go. Make those pulses really small, keep it at the top range. Think about pushing out of those heels, digging them down deeper into the floor. Feel that connection in the glutes. Less than 20 seconds now. This is the burnout round, everything you got left. Last 5 seconds. And we made it. Carefully set those weights down. That was our 20-minute lower body strength workout. Postpartum friendly. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want to see more workouts like this or any other ideas you have for future workouts, I always love to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed this workout, make sure to like it, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. This is where I share my latest workouts, plus new content that's coming to my website. And if you haven't checked out my website, I've linked it below in the description. I have YouTube guides if you're looking for more personalized guidance and a workout schedule to get you through my channel workouts, or individualized coaching and nutrition plans. I do that too. The link is below, make sure you check it out, and I'll see you back here for our next workout together.